Hey, everybody. This is the comments below. We are a podcast, which, I mean, it's a podcast. But what are we about? YouTube, tea, the drama, spilling it. Hey,
Hello?
clean up on aisle. YouTube.
12.
12?
Yeah,
How come?
12. It's a good number.
All right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Clean
I
up on
feel
aisle
like that's
12.
like the standard number, right? Or 3.
Or clean up on aisle.
3 or 12?
Clean
That's
up on, well, now it
12
feels
sounds
like
good.
12.
12
sounds
sounds
very
good.
good now.
Yeah.
Clean up on aisle 12. It's where they have all the Arizona iced tea, and it's...
$1.
Well, I was going to say...
Yum.
I was going to say spilled.
Okay.
But okay, I mean, sure. We're probably going to talk about YouTube drama, what's going on with YouTube and the internet. And I guess what makes us unique is... I mean...
We're normal.
We're normies. I actually haven't listened to... I haven't seeked out any other YouTube drama podcasts. Are there many even? I'm sure there are.
We're paving the way.
Yeah.
Perhaps
we're the
we
first one.
are. I want to look. We need to look so we can steal all their ideas. I'm Matt. With me, as always, is Courtney
Hi.
and Elena.
Hi.
And how are you?
I'm good.
Great.
That's great.
The beginning of a new week.
Ugh.
Yeah. It sure is.
It's Monday,
The
no?
thing I look forward to.
I look forward to this night every week.
I do look forward to this night. On Friday, I'm going, can't wait for the beginning
It's
of the new
all
week.
downhill from here.
Right.
True.
This is what I live for.
Yes. Well,
Well, let's spill the
well,
tea.
let's uncap that
It's boiling.
Lipton.
Lipton, yeah.
Arizona.
Arizona.
I always look to you at this point, Elena. I feel like you're the...
Well, the big thing this week was the Momo challenge.
Oh, no.
I saw a video on Twitter a couple days ago where somebody facetuned the Momo
Oh, yeah.
girl.
I saw that.
Really funny. And also the power of Facetune.
I honestly, I feel like Momo doesn't need it.
Beautiful.
She's
beautiful young
beautiful the
lady.
way
Beautiful the way
she
she
is.
is. Momo is female for sure.
It's got hair.
Long
Like women do. Yes.
I would think that it's a woman. I'm not sure. Who knows?
She looks like a woman.
It's got
It looks like
bird
a woman.
feet.
like women, yes.
Oh.
But also breasts maybe, but not, they stop. I don't know. Well, because Momo is a Japanese sculpture from years ago, right? And this Momo thing has been around for years. And I want to say it started in it was like a Mexican trend at first or something. It wasn't so big in North America, but so the deal is you message a WhatsApp number and it sends you spooky stuff and tells you to do spooky things.
Yeah.
And
So are these responses computer generated or are they
I
pretty
believe so.
personalized?
I think it's a bot thing that's just whatever for fun. It's a modern day chain letter, and it like I said, it'd been a thing for a long time, and then all of a sudden, some news channel posts. News channels don't. Well, I guess they probably did post it on their social media, but
Probably.
they did a story about it, and I got all these mommies all upset and scared.
That's I hate it when news channels do that. Something happens and they catch wind of it and they just say, everybody's doing this.
And it's funny
They have
because
no idea,
Exactly. They're not in on it. A lot of it, I feel like what people have been talking about it on Twitter is making fun of it.
Right.
But since it's trending, news channels take it and twist it to whatever they want.
I think they are definitely just looking for a story. So there was a suicide.
In
Is that even
Argentina?
real? Is that real actually tied to Momo, or is that just
Probably not.
something that sort of there's this tangential she did the Momo thing on her phone.
Right.
So I don't know. So that's kind of what the news story was saying. And then that Momo is getting edited into kids videos on the YouTube Kids app or something. But there's a lot of reasons why it's all dumb. So, right. First of all, I think those news channels, they just don't care. Like, they're looking for, like, oh, what will our bored housewife, house husbands, I want to be inclusive.
Right, exactly.
What will they get excited about and view
Click.
and share with all their mommy friends? I remember,
And daddy friends.
Daddy friends.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember years ago, people were freaking out because you could extrapolate geolocation data from a picture. Right? So, like,
Okay.
you share a picture on Facebook. I don't know if it's like this anymore, even if maybe it was a different site or something, but you could save that photo, and then, you know, on your phone, it's tagged with, in the metadata, there's geolocation data in there. So you could take it from Facebook, somebody else, go to your profile, take that picture, find that geolocation data, and then see where you took that picture. So the news was like, ooh, this gives me an idea. So they make up the story about, like, how you can do that, and how a predator could use that information to blah blah blah. And one of my friend on my friends list shared it and was like,
Who was it?
I don't remember, but all the mommies, it was only mommies,
Right.
no daddies, but they were all going like, whoa, I'm never getting on Facebook again. I'll never share a picture of my kid again. And this is, I think I did comment on this. This was back when I thought it was worthwhile to like comment, but it's like, a predator could just follow a bus home once
Yeah.
and know where every kid lives.
yeah.
Like, there's nobody sitting at home going, I'd like to be a predator, but it's just too hard. If there was only some way. And on top of that, you upload a picture of you at a park.
You can tell the background.
You could tell from the background, and, like, you're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I mean, maybe you are there, but it's like, okay, you're there with your kid. What are they gonna do? Like, what?
Show up immediately.
Yeah, and then go like, oh, the mom's here. That's right. They took the picture. I guess I can't it.
Credit.
So the whole thing was just like this fear-mongering scare thing. And, you know, they all, like, bought into it, like, whoa, that's how they're going to do it. But, like, not only, I can't imagine anybody had ever done it like that. Maybe for, like, stalking, like, adults. But
Yeah.
even then, it's, like, it's just not that. If you're the type of person that's going to do that stuff, maybe technology makes it easier.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not like some sort of villain. Like, it's not like, dude, we got to get rid of Facebook because that's turning everybody into monsters. And so, right, the Momo thing, like, you know, they're all like, dude, don't let your kid on YouTube because they're gonna blow their brains out after they watch
it's
Momo.
like the same thing. Like, we just went through this with the Tide Pod challenge too, where
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
No one
there
actually
are
did
not
that.
kids actually doing that, and if
Right.
they are, it's trolling at this point.
Well, and like the kids that did it, if they did, I heard of one kid maybe really did it, another one that one that actually swallowed one, and then one that just did it, like, bit into it and then spit it out, but he did, like, I don't know if it was like chemical burns or something, like mess up his mouth. But, like, they were gonna do dumb stuff.
Anyway,
right.
yes.
And you know, I mean, right, like it wasn't just some well-behaved, honor roll, perfect little guy, and then he saw a Tide Pod meme.
Delectable
and he
Tide
just,
Pod.
well, right, yeah. I guess I'm even like, it's not, that one wasn't even like they went bad. The kids turned bad. It was like they were so, like, did people think that kids actually thought that Tide Pods looked
good.
Like candy.
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, those are the jokes that they were making
yeah,
afterwards,
right.
and I was just like, this is so annoying. Like, you guys are acting stupid now.
Well, and I guess that's the thing, right? Because some of the memes were about how good they looked.
Yeah.
So did parents see the meme and go, "Oh, this is
That's
what they
serious.
actually think. They really want a hot pocket
Yes.
full of Tide Pods."
Yes. I honestly think that's what they believed.
And
yeah.
like the Momo thing, on that level, right? Of like, I'm so scared my kid's gonna see Momo and want to kill themselves is like, seems to me to be a horrible misunderstanding of
yeah.
mental health.
Mental
Which we'll
health.
see. We'll get, maybe that'll come back. Maybe I should have said that later as a very smooth transition, and I will later, and I'll say
And
it later.
you will, and it'll be
And
a
it'll
smooth
be great.
transition anyway.
Misunderstanding of mental health and sort of like really downplay or like trivializes suicide completely. That like,
Yeah.
I don't know, what an awful. So that's one level of it, right? So then
Right.
the second, like another part was that Momo, right, was edited into
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
And the parents seemed to think that this was like, I don't know if they think Momo actually has magical powers or if they think YouTube and like PBS were trying to like
collabing.
actually doing
Yeah.
this. It seems to me that they just completely don't understand the YouTube app and website and what it is. Like, the thing is, like, they're letting their kids watch we keep on saying bootleg. That doesn't seem like the right word, but
Re-uploads.
yeah, re-uploads of people probably trying to make a quick buck
Yeah.
off Peppa Pig uploads that aren't theirs, and then so that's what their kids watching all day. Like they're letting YouTube babysit their kid, and then I shouldn't even say that. Like they're letting their kid use the app, which is fine. Like I don't have a problem with a parent like saying like, hey, watch some YouTube for 20 minutes while I do a thing. I have to do a thing. I'm a parent. What am I going to do? Like, I don't think that's terrible. But like, they have to kind of be ready to assume the responsibility of like, maybe somebody's going to edit a monster into the middle of these
Right.
videos
Unless
that
you're
I'm
checking
not.
the sources of where
Right.
it's coming from.
And right, so they think because it's YouTube Kids, nothing could get by. But they want to blame YouTube for that. But when people are actively trying to trick YouTube's auto catch the stuff thing, then of course some things are going to get through. And that doesn't seem to me to be on YouTube.
No.
It's 300 hours a second. I don't know.
Something about 300.
300. If it was 300 videos a day, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
And it's way
Yeah.
more than that. So
Yeah.
I can't understand. I don't know. What?
What? Well, you know what? Shane apparently is going to go talk to the YouTube CEO lady.
yeah.
So maybe he can bring that up.
That they should keep Momo out of things?
No, that they should keep Momo in things to spice things up.
Momo should be the new YouTube mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of the play button, they should get a life-size statue of Momo.
Yeah. And like make a fun cartoon of Momo that tells kids to do terrible things.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Shane should just do a series with Momo.
With Momo.
Yes.
And like Momo wants to change his or her life around, doesn't want to make kids suicidal anymore.
Right.
Actually talk about mental health and promote it from YouTube
Well, and
drama.
talk about the problem, but focus on the solution.
Focus on the solution.
That's what Momo wants to do. And you know who else wants to do that?
Rewired Soul.
Wrong. I don't think anybody, because that's certainly not what he's doing.
Chris. Our
Old
buddy Chris.
Wow. Help me
You know,
out.
I'm so glad that in a previous episode, we like kind of talked about him a little bit to lay that foundation. And in that episode, you did say, I'm sure we'll talk about him in the future. And this is it. This is happening.
Yeah, man. So what's give me to the beginning. What's the
Honestly,
I'm all
I've
scattered
had
on this
so
one.
much trouble trying to find the beginning of the drama of the drama. I don't know. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but like I think that the drama channels involved are just so small that nobody really cares to make like a collective drama video about this.
Well,
and so it was
and
hard
it's like
to,
you said earlier, like it's these little like pocket communities that, you know, they'll be like, hey, I want to say I'm so sorry to Lawnmower Boy, and then you're like, whoa, what? Who's Lam? And then you go to that video, and he's like, okay, so I just collabed with Bookface, and then you got to watch that one, and like you're going back and back, and it's very hard to find like, right, what's the start? And it, you know, there
What
really
even
isn't when it's
happened?
all from these different tendrils reaching out.
right, and like especially these very small channels too, because like when it comes to Trisha drama, like it is a lot of that too, like having to find Jason's video
Right.
and then David's and da. But in those situations, they're such big YouTubers that there are multiple re-uploads, there are multiple drama channels dedicated to the whole thing.
There'll be somebody who makes a like, here's the whole story.
Exactly. And then another trend that I've been seeing on YouTube lately are videos that people make that say, I watched this full hour-long video so you don't have to.
Right,
And they
yeah.
like, you know, scrunch it down to like the meaty parts of the video. I actually saw a video like that today because Tana Mojo was on Logan's podcast.
Oh, wow.
And they were like,
I'd
we
like to
watched
hear
the
that.
full podcast to show you what's important. And it was like maybe 4 minutes of like
Yeah, right.
actual important stuff. So I appreciate those channels.
We watched her doctor, 1-star doctor
I watched
review.
she got her ringworm treated
Yeah,
at
yeah.
a 1-star star reviewed
Right.
hospital.
It was
One
pretty
star.
wild.
It was very interesting, and I feel like it wasn't like it was real. Like I don't think that was staged in any way. That doctor
I
was
agree. He was nuts, man.
crazy.
Well, it was weird because when it was the nurse, or is that the right? Am I using the right word?
Yeah.
Nurse is right.
Yeah, I think so.
So the nurse came in and he seemed cool. Like he seemed totally
Yeah,
like.
he kind of seemed like
Like
he was
too
like,
cool.
dude, I'm just here to like get a check. Like I
Right.
don't
Well, but
really.
like I felt like he was I mean, he's like laughing and joking with him, but he was like fitting in with what they were doing. So he was
Right.
being professional on that level of like, I'm being, as I'm doing what you're doing. Like we're all cool, but I'm doing my job. I'm doing my thing. And then like the doctor was like insane and
He
wanted to
was-
fight that kid.
so
Oh,
crazy.
right.
He literally was so mad at that kid.
And I was totally okay. And we're gonna talk about the Rewired Soul. We'll get
Yeah,
back to
and
it.
like we had to talk
put a
about
pin in
Tana
it.
real quick.
So that kid that was with her, who I don't know.
He's I believe he's either a Viner or a Musically kid, but
Okay.
Musically is now TikTok.
Right. So he was like, what was he telling the doctor was his problem? Like he had a cold or something?
Yeah, he's like had a cold for a while
Okay.
and can't kick it.
And then the doctor's like, we're going to give you a couple shots. And the kid's like, oh no. And I'm thinking, good, of course not. Like, and then like everybody's making fun of him for not wanting to get the shots at this 1-star hospital.
They were just like running. There was no one in there. It was like a dark.
Yeah, like Tana was just
Oh,
like
yeah.
walking in and
Yeah.
out of rooms
Yeah.
and like
They walked into
There was
one
no one
like
in there.
section that looked like doctor's what do you like the room you go into to be seen by the doctor, but there was like 6 chairs sitting there. Like it's like a waiting room overflow is one of the I don't know. It was very strange.
Yeah.
And but I just felt really bad for that kid because I totally agreed. Like I'm not going to let someone inject me with something at a 1-star hospital. The
and
doctor
he
kind of
wouldn't really say what it was either.
Right.
Oh,
He kind of
that's
walks
terrifying.
in. You know, he's like, "Oh, you got a cold. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna inject you with this stuff." Blah blah blah. And you know, And then the doctor's giving him the whole, like, I'm the professional. It's like, get out of here, man. I don't know.
And he was like, go to any other doctor. Like, I
Right.
don't know. It was so creepy.
Also, how often do you go to the doctor and he's like, oh, I'm going to give you a shot? Like, that's
Exactly.
not a thing.
Exactly.
That's funny.
And then he gave him a pill for, like, spinal.
Yes, he looked it up. Oh my gosh, yes.
And who knows? I mean, I'm certainly no doctor.
Right.
Maybe, hey, this pill that's for spinal stuff, it also helps your cold. But,
Maybe.
man,
And they gave like Tana just like something she could have bought at Walgreens.
Yeah.
Well, that was funny, too, because she's like, I've been putting cream on it. And then the doctor's like, yeah, you got to put cream on it. And I kept thinking, like, what is cream? Like, how do you go to the pharmacist and say, yes, I need cream, please?
Oh, man.
Insane. And then, oh, man, the thing, okay. So I'm actually like, watching this going, like, I'm not in love with Tana's personality, but I thought that was an interesting video and everything. I was being a little more like, okay. And then she's like, hey, my boyfriend still does me doggy.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
God,
all right,
you
I
sound
got
just
it.
like
I
her.
gotta
You said
get
that
out of
too.
here. This isn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
she
got
did.
ringworm on my back and my boyfriend still bangs me from behind. Is
And
what
she was like,
Oh, did she?
She's like, I feel so bad for him.
I
God.
do too.
And he was like, I don't want you to go to this 1-star doctor.
Yeah.
He's like, please, no.
He seemed okay.
He looks like Justin Bieber, right?
I don't remember what he
can't
looked
remember what he
like.
looked like. I would have to look at it at the same time.
He looks like Justin Bieber.
I believe you.
Yeah. But like
Yeah,
one
you're
of,
probably
like you
right.
said, like one of the phases of Justin Bieber.
Right. Yeah.
Like not current Justin Bieber for sure, no.
so, Rewired Soul.
Rewired Soul. I'm so glad we had that little intermission.
That was a
though.
fun little
It was- that's
Tana
a-
tangent.
Yeah. Yeah. Tangent. Yeah. I like that.
That should be her podcast.
Yeah. Off on a tangent. Tangent.
Tangent.
Tangent.
Mojo.
Mojo.
Anyway,
Mongoose.
so Rewired Skull. Skull.
Skull.
Rewired Skull. Let's make that, and
we
it's
have
like
to talk
a
like him.
well. Rewired Skull. We'd have a big thing of dip in, and we'd be like, "Well, I think they ought to just get over it. If they depressed, maybe I'll try smiling more."
Anytime
Ew.
I think of like dip now, I just think about those TikToks.
Country
The-
boy TikTok.
Yes.
God.
Not ready to talk about it yet, but I got something. Got something cooking.
You got something
Got
cooking?
something cooking.
Something going?
Maybe next big country boy TikTok. Maybe
Is that why
looking at
there's
him.
skull on the counter?
That's why. Yeah. So okay, as far as I could determine, we just watched the Rewired Soul's 3 apology videos.
3 separate ones. Like, okay. He's doing that for money, right? Like, he probably
Well,
makes more money doing it like that.
Well, okay. Can we go? So let's get back to that, because I have thoughts on that too. So he makes a video. It's real weird because he has those that he just put up, but then like a week or 2 weeks before that, he had one that's like the Trisha drama or something, and he's out in like a Red Rock Canyon, and he's filming this thing, and he's kind of saying, he's like, I'm gonna get out of the drama. I'm leaving the drama, and here's what I intended my channel to be, and it went bad, but it was all to me very. The interesting thing to me is that he's like, I started my channel because I cared about mental health, and then my girlfriend suggested that I start talking about YouTube drama to get more
He
views
said the drama-pocalypse.
during the drama apocalypse, which we're not super sure what it is. Is
Nope.
it the beauty vlogger stuff, maybe?
Oh, what was that? Laura Lee
What's that?
and
With Jeffree Star, right? And
yeah,
they
and
like
they were saying that he was racist, or they like it was Laura Lee and Manny MUA and all them, and they were like saying stuff about Jeffree, and then Jeffree was like, you use the N-word and you this, and it
Yeah.
like brought up all this stuff, and then the fake tears from Laura Lee.
I don't
Oh,
know.
my
it's
gosh.
it's a good
That
moment.
Get in
video,
on that.
Laura Lee just like posted this apology video, and she's like, it looks like she's in pain trying to force out tears. Like, and then like it cuts, and then the next shot is like her with like tears down her face, and I'm like, is that
Made of
from a
hot
water
glue.
bottle? Like, what is like it that? So you watched all that?
I was
Okay. Yeah.
Like the best like whole thing of it was that they were bringing up things that Jeffree has addressed, right?
Right.
Like bad things he did that he at some point was like that
He's
was
already
the wrong thing to
apologized
do.
for
I'm
it.
sorry. And then it's like was it 4 or 3 of them sitting
4.
there, and they're like, I don't care if he apologized. You should never do that stuff. It's so terrible. And then Jeffree finds these tweets that they made. And is like, what about this? What about this? What about this? And then they
Love
just
him.
like didn't. One of them just sort of like disappeared. It was great.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was very good.
And like one of them turned on like Manny,
Yeah.
like turned on all of them, saying like, well, I never made those tweets. You guys need to address this. And then it was just a whole
That sounds so wild.
thing.
So Rewired Soul, he's basically saying like, I started.
I saw those types of situations.
Yeah, and it almost makes okay. I'm trying to give him like the benefit of the doubt in some respects here. So he thinks, okay, maybe I can talk about those things, but from the perspective of a mental health angle. But then he just eventually starts. Like, maybe that was the purpose. And that's kind of what he's trying to say. Is like, that's what I meant to do, but then I messed up. But, like, he just starts making videos that are like, Bobby Burns is an alcoholic. Or, like,
Yeah.
this girl
This is what's
faked
wrong with this
autism.
YouTuber.
And, yeah, I mean, basically, like we were saying, like, that's the titles. This is what's wrong with this YouTuber. And then maybe in the video he goes, oh, but is it? Well, we'll talk about it. It's like, yeah, but the title already says it. And like sometimes
Right.
that's all
Put that
people
idea
see.
in
Yeah.
everybody's head.
And you know, I understand the appeal of, oh wow, this is working for views. Maybe I'll do this more. But he had a very specific it was supposed to be about mental health, and I think it's Psych IRL, a lady that does kind of. It's not what he does, but it's this sort of this. It's maybe more like what he thinks he's doing. Mm-hmm. And she made an interesting video talking about him and talked about a thing that I feel like I'm not like I don't. It's like a thing, I think, but I don't know how to say it, and I'm glad she did it. About YouTubers like sort of using mental health to get views and maybe sympathy is the wrong word, but like how many YouTubers have you seen where something happens and then immediately it's like, I've been going through depression and I've been having this thing and like this, and it's sort of like this this way that oh wow, now I relate to everybody and like it absolves me of all these things, and I do feel like a lot of times
Like
people
you don't have to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Now for
And just right, like so I feel like he sort of in a way is saying that, well, because I'm talking about mental health, I can say whatever I want, or I can pick on whoever I want or point at whoever I want because I'm not causing drama. I'm just talking about mental health and trying to help people get better, but then it even gets to where it's like they're almost totally separate.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like, hey, Bobby Burns is alcoholic, and here's how you cure your alcoholism or whatever, which is like still messed up. I'm very messed up. But eventually, it just seems like he's going like, dude, Bobby Burns is alcoholic.
yeah, because he's
By
just
the way, mental
making
health. But
so many speculations and also like saying things that are you can only assume.
Oh, totally. And to do that anyway is bad, right? To just go like, I think Bobby Burns is out. Like if you're a drama channel and you're going, I think Bobby Burns is alcoholic. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But then to layer it with like,
Mental
and I know
health.
he doesn't say he's a professional, but like, even if you say you're not a professional, to be talking about like these clinical things and like doing it from that angle, people are going to, especially a lot of subscribers, people are going to kind of take your word on things
And take it
like,
with a lot more weight.
yeah, than just like I'm some
Peter Mon.
silly kid being silly, or well, Peter Mon, not a silly kid, I guess. But
No. Silly old
but
man.
totally
Silly man.
Yeah, right. If Keemstar was like Bobby Burns in a car accident, he says he wasn't drinking, but was he? I don't know. That's a little more like
That was a great impression.
thanks. Well, they right into the news.
Yeah.
I feel like because we're probably about to say things about the Rewired Soul that we don't know, just from watching his stuff, and be like, I kind of think he's
A dick.
a dumb dick. And and then we're not going like. And by the way, I used to work in a mental health facility.
So I know what I'm saying here.
He's a sociopath, actually.
He's actually a sociopath. Everybody on YouTube's a sociopath.
Totally.
Well, and if you think about it too, that's why Shane had that. What's the girl's name
What was her?
Blonde.
for the Jake Paul series?
Right.
Like he had someone there because he was like, I don't
Right.
want to
And like,
do the blanket
Assume.
thing.
but then like, and that's the thing, like, but he did.
Yeah, but he did.
Which, I mean, because you kind of can't avoid it. Like, if you go like, I mean, if I go like, I wonder if Courtney steals a bunch of stuff to like a room full of people. Like they're gonna be,
Yes,
they're
I
gonna feel.
do.
Well, see, but like you can't just like say a question and then just be like, "Well, I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm not trying to imply anything." Because like just saying the question implies that it might be a possibility.
Right.
So then he goes on to say, right, like I got more popular with drama stuff, so I just kept going. And then he made a bunch of people mad. And then he makes 3 separate apology videos.
All saying the exact same thing,
Right.
but to different people.
The
But my
drama community.
no, the drama creators.
No, drama community YouTube creators.
But he says drama creators, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Probably, because
he
what's the
does.
difference?
Right.
Yeah, he did.
And then the last one was
The mental health community. Or did you already say
Wait.
that?
that's the 3, I think. I don't know.
Drama channels, YouTube,
YouTube
creators,
creators,
and then
and
the mental health
health
community.
community.
And then he put another one like why I'm going to be gone for a while.
For
Taking a week off.
A week, man.
So I feel like, okay, now it kind of bothers me. You ever see somebody say, like, do an apology, and they'll say, I'm sorry that you feel that way, or I'm sorry that, okay, like say I said a thing I didn't think was mean. I say, Elena, those sleeves are long, and you took that offensively, right?
Right.
Like you have short arms.
Right.
Yeah.
You think I'm saying you have short arms. And then I apologize for saying, oh, I'm sorry that you took it that way. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry that upset you. And some people will be like, that's not an apology because you didn't take
full credit, full accountability.
right. But I mean, I don't agree with that. I feel like expressing that you feel bad that things went poorly while still maintaining that you weren't trying to offend somebody,
Yeah, still.
and don't see that as an offensive thing. Like I still don't feel like there's anything wrong with saying sleeves are long.
Right. But I do apologize for
Hurting your
you
feelings.
And
feeling
had
that way.
I known that you took it that way, I wouldn't have done it that way.
Yeah.
So all that to did I tell you that I've realized I say all that to say a lot?
All that to say.
All that to say, I
It's a
don't
thing
know.
I say.
I don't
It's
know
one
if
of
I've
those things
noticed.
You know what? You should get a T-shirt that says that.
All that to say.
That'll be in our merch,
Yeah.
our next
check,
merch
yeah,
shirt.
Check our merch.
All that to say.
Because of podcasts, I've been noticing that I say all that to say.
I've never noticed.
Anyway, all that to say,
Now we notice.
Yeah.
I don't feel like his apology was bad because he did kind of apologize like that. He's like, if I hurt anyone's feelings, I'm sorry. He didn't really say like, oh, the thing I did was wrong. So I don't think that's so bad to apologize in that way. But I think uploading 3 separate apology things.
Gosh.
And then he's looking at a camera that he's uploading publicly on YouTube and says, I want to personally apologize to blah, 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 blah. Like,
Especially Trisha Paytas.
Trisha.
why not just apologize to those people?
Right.
And maybe make a video where you're like, hey, I know there have been some people upset. I've talked to all
Taking
of them.
care of it.
But I felt like to make these 3 separate videos to personally apologize is a little too like front-facing public.
Yeah.
Look how great I'm being. Look how good I am.
I am a
Drama.
mental health hero.
Right. I mean,
But
that's...
he did admit that he recognizes how his channel like was more skewed towards drama. He like kind of
true.
said that.
Because he was denying it at first, right?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
completely.
He focuses
Yes.
on the
Mental
solution.
health.
The
Right.
solution.
Well, talking about the problem.
Talking about the problem, but focusing on the solution.
Yes.
Yeah, so right. He does say, part of me feels like, though, this is all just, I can clear the slate and just start again. Or find my next hook. Because, like, we were looking at his videos, and they're not, like, killing it in views. And, you know, the thing where he talked about the Trisha thing had, like, twice as many views or more
Yeah.
than twice as many views as, like, the next couple videos.
Yeah.
So to me, it seems possible, and I'm just asking the question. I'm not saying nothing,
You're not implying anything.
but it seems to me like this is just, you know, it's like a Trisha Jason fight. It like flares it all up. Like those videos did better than his other videos. So like, is he gonna, you know, we'll have the video where he comes back and it's like this different perspective, and I guess the thing is like, we'll see. Is this
see.
real, or is he gonna? He seemed a little snake oil to me.
A little bit.
A little bit snake oil to me.
Little
What are you selling, Rewired Soul?
Snake emoji. Snake emoji.
Little snake emoji to me, but I hope
Yeah.
not. But it's, see, that's
He's
how
a
I get away
snake.
with it. That's how I say bad things about people. I
Yeah.
say he seems like a piece of shit, but I hope not.
But I hope not. I hope not.
Hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong.
I
would
wonder if he'll
love
talk about Trisha ever again.
Ooh, I would put money on that he will absolutely talk about Trisha again.
Because you know who's not?
Because he's going to get those views.
Tell me who's not.
David or Jason? I have not seen Trisha anywhere.
No, and we just attempted to watch almost 2 hours of Trisha videos. Interesting
She's
placement of Jason's in the background,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
but
So-
no talk about him.
Yeah, I watched an hour. Well, at this point, more than an hour of Trisha today.
Could you watch an hour so we don't have to?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
my job here.
Okay,
is,
all right.
Is your Trisha correspondent?
Yeah.
Because she's good background noise. I mean, the hour that I watched today was her pretty much in her car all day, going from place to place, but
Getting her nails done.
specifically. No, she actually didn't have her nails done there. And she's like, I have baby doll hands. And I was
Different.
like, true.
Right. The other video where she's in her car
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, she loves her car vlogs. But she like went to the grocery store because she wanted to continue to eat healthy. And she goes into the grocery store, does not film it, but she comes back in the car with a loaf of bread and like a pound of turkey and like makes a sandwich in the car and eats it.
I
Okay.
like that.
And she's
I like
like-
that she makes it in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was like just talking about nothing. Like the title of her video was Checking In.
For an
And
hour.
She like starts talking about how she's trying to value her mental health and that she's going to start therapy 5 times a week.
God.
That is wild. 5 times a week.
Times
Can
a
you
week. And she's like,
imagine?
and it's with a female so I can feel more comfortable.
The fuck?
Okay, I guess.
I feel like she wouldn't feel more comfortable with a
Right,
female.
wouldn't care. Can you imagine if Trisha didn't have the life she lived? Like, just was a little, like, whatever, suburban. Like,
She used to be that.
well, right, but her checking in would be like calling you. You know what I mean? Like, she would be that
Yeah.
person that's like, don't answer, and then you answer, and she's like, hey, I'm just in the neighborhood, and then she would come by and talk to you for like 2 hours
Yeah.
about nothing, and you're like, okay, well, yeah, I really gotta get to the, and then she would start in on like, oh, and I went to the store and I bought a loaf of bread and I bought a turkey and I made it in the car. And it actually was so crazy, and I was like, I'm gonna see what Matt's doing. I'm gonna come over, and I came over.
And
You
she would be
sound
talking
like
that
her.
speed.
Thank you.
Do you guys know that Trisha was on Ellen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
did not know that.
For
She was
speed talking. And America's
Oh,
Got
right, right,
Talent.
She was on Nathan For You.
I knew
She's
that.
been on stuff.
What's Nathan for you?
The funniest show I've
The
ever seen.
funniest
My
show
boy.
I've ever seen.
It's very funny.
Oh, okay.
TBS.
Is it
It's not on
actually?
TBS, but that was there. Oh yeah, no, it's
Oh, okay.
great. Nathan Fielder.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, she was in the car talking about that. She is not talking about Jason. Like, I honestly, like, what I feel like their relationship is right now is like them being, well, Jason specifically being like, I need a break.
Do you think the therapist said maybe you shouldn't make your relationship an incredibly public? Maybe she's like, I watched that deleted Jason video. You guys are insane. I can't believe
wonder
you uploaded
though, like, I would hope that the therapist would watch her content.
that. Do you think
Yeah.
she will go to therapy and like say a bunch of stuff, and then like the therapist will be like, that's not what you said in your video.
I would
Why you
hope,
lying?
I would hope because like I want someone to hold her accountable to what she posts online.
Sure.
And like to her real life, because I don't know, like there's just so many videos. She uploads a lot, right? And it's just like the same situation, but like a different state of Trisha addressing the
Yeah,
same thing.
that's
And
true.
I'm like, what is truth then? Like, is your life just horrible and everything's crumbling down? Or like in that video, she was like, you know, life isn't that bad. Like, you're watching this probably from your computer and iPhone, like you're already privileged. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I thought everything was horrible and
Right.
like life was
You have to see a
just
therapist
everything.
5 times a week.
But you need to see a therapist 5 times a week, but we should all feel privileged because we're watching you with Wi-Fi. Like, I
Right.
don't know where you're coming from.
She
so
just talks to hear herself talk.
That is a summary of Trisha Paytas. And you know what,
just says
Trisha?
shit.
Listen, talk my ear off because we're going to
Yeah,
be best
love it.
friends one day.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm not here to like revive soul, whatever.
Rewire your soul.
Rewire. Yeah. But I'm just like, sometimes you talk just to fill the silence and to like say something funny or be relatable.
Yeah, and it's weird too because it is her job.
Yeah.
And that gets mixed in this weird way of like, well, I could see that. Okay. I do feel like she's not, I don't want to say mentally unstable. I'm trying to think of a lesser version of that. She has her highs and lows, right?
Yeah, she does. And she's opened up about like having mental health issues that affect that.
So when your job is to essentially like film yourself every day, you need content, you need something to talk about. So it's an easy way to do that would be to pull in your real life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I guess I could just see how that could magnify problems and
Yeah.
really blow issues up bigger than they would
Especially
be.
when you're getting commented on it as
Yeah,
well.
right.
Like you almost feel the need to have to explain yourself.
I saw somebody on my Facebook shared a video that was like a re-upload that like on the top and bottom, they do the
Text.
and
emojis.
It was like, it was, I forget what it said, but it was Trisha singing
Yes.
Shallow from
Oh,
boy.
my gosh.
Star is
Star is
Born.
Born. And, it was whatever the words said, they were negative.
Right.
It was like, what a piece of shit. And then all the comments were just terrible. And I watched the video, and I know Trisha does sing, but like this was pretty clearly like a joke.
Yeah.
And it
Because she was like playing both parts too, like
Yeah.
funnily. Yeah.
And so on that part, it was like kind of funny to see all these people taking it very seriously, but they were very shitty. Like they were like, for one, I don't know, it's really weird because like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Trisha's like that fun. I didn't think the video was funny with Trisha trying to be funny.
Right.
But it's also like, well, you guys don't get it. Like all
Yeah.
of you people being mean don't get it. So you all look dumb. But then it also is mean.
Mm-hmm.
And like, why do you want to do that? Like, why do you want to just, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And if I was Trisha and I saw that stuff, I would feel bad. I mean,
But I feel like if Trisha saw that, she would laugh.
Maybe.
Because like that's why she makes those
But
things. Because like she does the same
yeah.
thing with like Hamilton. Like she loves
Yeah.
to recreate all that she's also obsessed with Game of Thrones, so she likes to like do that. Which did you guys see? So like, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I'm trying to get into it. Whatever. I'm trying to
seen Game of Thrones.
I'm trying to fit in and watch it, but I need to watch it with someone who can tell me not to watch certain parts because I don't want. Yeah, whatever.
What parts?
I don't know. I've heard it's
Like
very
what?
graphic. I'm not into that.
What is it? The
Like blood or
the
titties?
Wieners? The wieners?
Oh no, the blood,
Okay.
the killing.
Okay.
But HBO did like some sort of fan trailer
I-
thing,
yes.
and Trisha was in it.
Trisha's in it.
I gave her a little
Yeah.
clap for that because she did a video where she dressed up as Daenerys. Am I saying that right? I don't know, the blonde
Yeah.
girl with all the braids.
Mother of Dragons.
Mother of Dragons.
Daenerys?
Daenerys.
I
Miss
don't know.
Targaryen.
Literally, like the extent of my knowledge is because of Trisha. Because
Right, sure.
she's obsessed with things.
She should do a recap. That would be great.
Yeah.
yeah.
HBO should pay her to do
Yeah.
a recap. But she dressed up as her and had a cake shop in LA make a heart out of cake.
Cool.
And it like she
'Cause
ate the
yeah,
heart.
she eats,
'cause
like, a horse
they-
heart or something.
Yeah. And so it's
Cool.
her just like eating
cool.
this heart, which I was like, that's creative. That's
Right,
clickbait.
right.
Like, but I was very proud of her because she made it
Well,
in
yeah,
the
that's
HBO
cool.
that.
Yeah.
trailer. But yeah, she I have found that like the real world loves to meme Trisha.
Right. Yeah.
And they give her plenty of content to do so.
Right.
But like
Well, and so
especially her
that's,
cry
like,
faces
Well,
too.
we watched her Bratz thing. So when we were watching that, I was thinking, is she doing this just so people will find the right clips and go, this dumb bitch doesn't know how to clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
This
be
is
surprised.
my wife.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she has mentioned before about how she thinks it's annoying that she's memed, but I think it's happened so much now that now she's craving
Yeah.
that attention.
It's gotta, like, I would think, because it's bad to have your content taken like that, but that has to
Boost
her views.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bring some people in that wouldn't have
like,
been
who
there.
is this?
Right.
And then they go on her channel and see her
and like,
acting like a Bratz
how
doll.
many guys do you think are in there commenting like, "Oh, what a fat bitch," and then being like, "Dude, I got a jacket to this."
and see her tits on
Yeah, right,
Google.
exactly. Like they're
Her
totally into
Patreon.
it, but they're like acting like they post their mean comment and then they're like, "But this
Yeah,
is
like her
super
in her
hot."
video, Fat Chicks. Is that what it's called? Fat Chicks?
Where they're at the
Where they're making
diner,
fun of her, but
and
they
they're like,
actually want to fuck her.
yeah, totally,
Damn.
yeah.
That's Trisha.
well, good for
Good for
Trisha.
Is it good for her?
I do want to hang out with her. Amelia got to hang out with her.
Yeah.
Her dreams are coming true.
Why can't ours?
They will.
Can you imagine living in a climate where you can film in your car all the time? We would have literally like 2 weeks where it would feel good to just sit in your
Yeah.
car with a camera.
Yeah.
And then you would
wish.
be either freezing to death or just pouring sweat. You would die in your car. They talk about it all the time. Don't leave a baby in there. Don't leave
Yeah.
a dog in there.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time, though, she's actively driving.
That's
filming.
dangerous.
That's
Oh, it's very dangerous.
But yeah, no, Amelia, we talked about her a little bit. My verdict on Amelia is still out. If I think she's like, I think she's like a forced weirdo. I don't think she's as much of a weirdo as she wants to be.
well, she seemed normal hanging out with Shane and Trisha.
Right.
Like,
Does she always wear her shirts like that?
It's like a scarf to cover her double chin, but it's
Like,
like
she addresses
that's
that?
what she says, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
That's my first time seeing her.
that looks way weirder. Like everybody has a double chin.
Right.
That's like not a weird thing. And but the scarf is, it doesn't look
yeah,
better.
I thought something was wrong, kind of.
she's just weird.
She just
Or
reminds me
is
of like
she? I don't
middle
know.
school weirdos, right?
Yeah.
That are like, I'm being weird. I like My Little Pony. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
So I don't know. She kind of rubs me the wrong way.
I want Trisha to slap me.
I do want Trisha.
Well,
to slap
Trisha
me.
loves slapping people.
I feel like Trisha's a full-on weirdo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she doesn't
She's
look,
like a hot weirdo.
and she's just like she does these like genuine like I'm a weirdo things, but like Amelia just seems so look. I'm gonna go out in public and kick my leg around. I don't know.
She does that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she does a lot of weird shit in public.
Oh.
But then
She'll like go eat chicken nuggets on the street.
Yeah.
Like
She
and
does a
scream
lot.
at nothing.
I
It's
need
just
to
weird.
watch
You
her.
do. She has a lot of like faces. I don't think I've talked about how much I hate funny face comedy. Don't think it's funny.
Right.
And she does a lot of that. She does a lot of like, I'm being weird. Isn't it weird? I'm talking about my vagina very openly. Isn't that crazy? Can you even believe it? And I don't know.
Well, Trisha does that too.
But that's what I'm saying. Like with Trisha, I feel like Trisha is not thinking it's weird. Trisha is
right.
like, hey, this is what you talk about. I'm talking. I feel like Amelia's like, I need to talk about a weird thing.
Yeah, to get the attention.
I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like to me. So we'll see. She's obsessed with Trisha. She has a tattoo of Trisha.
That's insane.
But it is.
But wait,
but I
should
think it's
we
like
get Trisha?
yeah, matching Trisha tattoos.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
I feel like Amelia's being like, it'd be really crazy if I was obsessed with a YouTuber. Which one would be the funniest one to be obsessed with? Oh, Trisha. That's funny. Let me get this tattoo. It's funny. Ha 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 ha. And I'm weird, right? Guys, I'm weird, right? Crazy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
She's a poser.
I'm... Or is she?
Or is she?
Or
We
is
don't
she?
know.
And, and I hope it's good.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd hang out with Amelia.
Would
I'd
you?
hang out
Yeah.
with Trisha.
I mean, I would hang out with Amelia in hopes to get to Trisha and Shane.
Right. Yes.
You know?
I feel like...
She finally got to. She's been talking about it forever.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like Amelia is more accessible.
Yes.
So we need to climb the ladder.
So how do we get weird?
I don't necessarily think we have to get weird.
We don't.
We just have to find out like who's a smaller YouTuber that Amelia hung out with. We just need to try to hang out with like be like, oh, we got a podcast, you want to come on it and whatever.
We should also try and get with Peter Mon. He's friends with Shane and Trisha.
Get with him?
Like fuck.
If that's what it
If that's what
takes.
you.
I mean, wow, I
Sure.
didn't think it was okay. All right,
I just need to get to Trisha and Shane.
I understand. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you were to choose, like if you could only meet one, which one would you choose, Trisha or Shane?
Oh, I mean, well, I feel like
I think I'd rather hang out with Shane.
I feel like Shane would like me more than Trisha
Yeah,
would like
yeah.
me. Like Trisha would just be like, whatever, okay.
She'd be like obsessed with you for a week and then drop you.
Yeah. Or just it would be like I feel like she'd be like, I'm making a video. It's like I feel like when the camera's turned off and I'm hanging out with Trisha, she's not looking at me anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She's busy.
She's like, I got it. Hey man, yeah. Let me know when we're filming again. I feel like I was hanging out with Shane. Camera's turned off. We're like talking, you know?
Yeah.
We're like hanging.
And he's like, yeah, what should we do next?
And
like,
then he'd go like, dude, I saw your
TikTok.
anime tattoo. It's hilarious or whatever, you know?
yeah.
So I think I would pick based on
He's
I feel
not
like it could
too
blossom.
much.
I feel like it could blossom into a relationship.
Right.
Right.
If it
And
would,
then you could eventually meet Trisha.
and then it all works out.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like there would be a lot of drama with Trisha. Like
I'm ready for it.
something could happen.
Right,
And
right.
then it would just be a big
An
mess.
expose video.
Yeah.
Yes.
She
Why is Matt
mentioned-
Bosler a terrible person?
Yeah, she mentioned in that hour video, she was like, I think she was like, it's really simple, like you just have to be nice to me and I won't make an exposed video about you. And then she was like, or like maybe I shouldn't make those. And I'm like,
That's funny.
oh well, yeah, probably you shouldn't make those,
Wow.
but that's fine. But yeah, I mean, yeah, so Trisha hasn't been in Jason videos. Jason hasn't been in Trisha's videos, and definitely not in David's. But Jason has been in David's videos, so
Yeah.
like I know
Yeah.
that's cool. But David posted a video. He deleted it after. He like had it up for 24 hours, and he was like, "Hey guys, like I'm just making this video to say that I'm going to go down to 2 videos a week, and then I'm just gonna delete this after 24 hours because I don't think it's a big deal, but
Right.
I just want to make sure you guys know." So yeah, only 2 videos a week from
Oh,
David.
no.
What else does he have to do?
He says that he wants to he's been like limiting himself in other ventures because he's been so busy making the 3 videos a week. So he wants to go down to 2 so he can explore other things.
Sure.
Good for him.
Proud of him.
Yeah. Proud. Very proud.
Yeah. I hope it works out.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Trisha won't be in any more
Maybe
videos. So.
maybe he'll start a zine or something. That'd be
What's
dope.
that?
What is a zine?
How do you? I mean, they're usually like little handmade little.
Are you
it's
trying
short
to
for magazine.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
like little like punk rock little.
They have like volumes.
Usually like printed off at Kinko's, black and white.
Foam has a bunch of them.
Foam has a bunch,
Back in by the bathroom, like
Yeah.
all those little books that they have.
but like not. There's thicker ones you can buy, but these are like usually stapled.
Right.
Like 3 pieces of paper stapled, black and white.
And what are they usually about?
Like sometimes local music scene, sometimes they're just like
Random bullshit.
random bullshit. Usually random
Usually,
bullshit.
yeah.
Okay.
I've got one that Brittany made that's about David Spade.
That's a little. And that one's a little more like.
Specific?
No, well, it's yes, but it's a little more elaborate. I feel like
Yeah.
than
There's
they
like
normally
games
are.
and stuff, I think, in it. It's, it's just
It was cool, but
David
so
Spade.
anyway, maybe David Dobrik's doing a zine.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, David is hanging out with cool people.
Name 3.
Okay, number 1, Josh Peck. That's cool. You don't think that's cool?
I would. Whoa, hey!
I'm
yes,
sorry, but,
super
like-
cool. No, it's super cool.
Josh Peck. He's been hanging out with Howie Mandel.
really.
And
I
like,
mean, okay, Little Monsters was cool, I guess.
I don't know what that means.
Little Monsters movies in with Fred Savage.
Well, I'm just saying, like, these are mainstream celebrities.
It was in Bobby's World.
He hangs
was
out
the
with
voice
John
of Bob.
Stamos.
That's cool.
What?
Yes.
I like that.
He was invited to John's wedding.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. So, like, David,
We
not
got
that
him.
I think this is cool, but he was hanging out with Lil Peep the other day.
That's
a
cool.
rapper.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's cool.
So, like, he has a freaking vlog with Kendall Jenner and one of Kendall Jenner's BFFs, Stas. Well, actually, Kylie's BFF, not Jordan, but Stas. Stas is actually really good friends with Zayn, and yeah, whatever.
Mal?
But yeah, One Direction.
Cool. Wait, really? Is that
No.
Okay, that's the only
Zayn
Zayn I
as
know.
in Hijazi.
Nah.
Zayn Hijazi is one of David's friends. He's in the
Okay.
vlog squad.
Oh, cool.
Vlog Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to get our submission in or tryout.
Yeah,
vlog
they
squad.
actually okay. David made a vlog after that whole thing. There was a girl who like auditioned. She was the only one that they called back, but she was like homeless or something, and she came in for the audition and stuff, and they like gave her this check for money and like I don't
Oh, wow.
remember,
That's
but it was
nice.
really cute and yeah.
And check for money. That's cool. That's
Hell
super
yeah.
cool. Gotta get my hands on one of those.
I'm so mad.
No, just
I'm
like
literally so mad.
actually that's awesome. So
I don't even. Now that I think about it, I don't even think it's a check. What? Maybe it was.
Just money, I
just
guess.
a envelope,
I just
$20 in it.
no.
Happy
It was
birthday.
like $10,000 or something. I think.
Okay, yeah, that's
And
cool.
I think sponsored by SeatGeek.
Sure.
I'm
Sure.
pretty sure. But she was very thankful.
Yeah, I bet.
She didn't have any talents, but she didn't have a home, so.
I'm resourceful. That would be one of her talents.
Right. Yeah.
Well, what? Tell me more.
Jeffree Star is all in the Kardashian
Ooh, now this
drama.
is
Yes,
not
yes,
in my
yes, yes.
wheelhouse.
Drama. Okay, so whenever TMZ said that Jordan Woods, Kylie's best friend, cheated, well, not cheated, but like was intimate with Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy.
Which he's cheated on her before.
Yes. Are
they
and
together?
she got
Chloe
back with
and
him
the-
because she dumb.
They were, yeah. So when I first saw that article, I thought it was fake. I was like, "There's no way. There's no way."
Wait, what?
Like when I first heard the news about it, I was like, "There's no way. Like this is too like
That is pretty
Scandalous.
intense. Yeah, scandalous.
But then Chloe started posting stuff. Kim started posting stuff. Chloe's BFF started posting stuff. What's her name? I forgot. I don't know. They all started. Malika.
Oh.
What's her name? I thought it was all fake, and then it ended up being real. Kylie has a makeup line, Kylie Cosmetics, and she had a collab with Jordan. She put all that stuff 50% off on the website.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah.
funny.
And I was like, wow,
that.
dang. And then, yeah, it was kind of like a rumor. Then Jordan Woods knows Kylie because Jordan's father did sound production on Will Smith's show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And this is getting really...
You're losing me.
I'm hanging on by a thread.
And Jordan grew up with like the Smith family. She was close with Jaden Smith growing up.
Okay.
Jaden Smith became friends with Kylie. I think they dated like when they were younger. And
Gross.
through Jaden, Kylie met Jordan.
Okay.
And then they became best friends.
Kylie and Jordan are BFFs.
Yes.
Jordan.
They were living together
Full
up until this point.
All right.
Kylie kicks her out.
And
But
one
then,
of those crushing scenes. Where was she to go? What was she to do? She was out on her fanny.
Oh, no.
And over the bridge, blah, 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 blah. The nanny.
okay.
Remember? Fran Drescher? The nanny.
Oh, the
nanny
nanny.
named
At first I
Fran.
thought you were saying Annie. And I was like, oh.
No.
Okay, I get it now. The
ahead.
nanny.
Little Orphan Annie?
Little orphan
Yeah, that's
nanny.
what I thought at first. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about first. But Jada Pinkett Smith
Yes.
has a show on Facebook
What?
Facebook
sorry?
TV?
called The Red Table Talk, and she had Jordan on there, and Jordan's like, we did not have sex. I did go to his house for an after party, and like I was sitting on the arm of his chair and had my legs draped over him, but like we weren't intimate, and then I tried to leave and he kissed me.
Liar.
That's what she says
doesn't
happened.
sound-
There's no way.
There's no freaking way.
There's no way. So everyone was like, we don't know, I guess. Everyone is also, nobody's really mad at Tristan, I feel like. They're kind
Yeah,
of just
nobody
like,
gives a
that,
shit,
that
which
happens all the time, you
he
feel
needs
like, right?
to-
Yeah.
It's
which
all
like
him.
he definitely messed up, but and also she messed up too. That's her.
And to clarify,
God,
Chloe
that's so
and
scandalous.
Tristan are together.
At
Yes.
that point, yeah.
Okay.
Right
Which
now,
it's
no.
still,
Right,
like,
before
I
yes.
still think it's a little weird. Maybe. I don't know. Like, if you
What?
date your friend's baby daddy, right? They probably know each other. It would be weird for her to be with him, even if Chloe and that guy weren't
It
together.
would, it would be
Yes.
off limits, I would
Yes,
think.
Yeah.
completely,
but,
absolutely.
but if that happened, I could be a little more like, well,
yeah, because like
love blossoms
Chloe-
everywhere.
Chloe is like close with Jordan because of
Yes,
Kylie. Like
okay.
Chloe has a brand of jeans called Good American, and like Jordan's one of her models
Okay.
on there. Which
Okay.
when
Not
all
no
this,
more.
well, when all this news came out, all the pictures of her were deleted from their Instagram.
50% of them were deleted.
Okay, but
It's just her feet.
so where this ties into YouTube,
Yes, please tie me in.
Jeffree Star
Heard of him?
lives in Calabasas, which is where the Kardashians live.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
very
yes.
small elite community. Apparently, to get into Calabasas, like the town,
Yeah.
you have to go through gates.
We gotta get in there.
Yeah.
How
We
do
gotta
we do
get
it?
in there.
How do
Well,
we do it?
We hang out with Amelia. We hang out through her with Trisha, through her with Shane, through Shane with Jeffree.
And then through Jeffree the Kardashians.
Yes.
And then
But no, Jeffree's talking shit, right?
Yeah, so he posts a video on his
Yeah.
Snapchat, and he's like, listen, Jordan's,
girl.
he's
Did
like,
he say that?
kind of, yeah.
That's what he says.
He was like, Jordan's lying. Chloe, like, needs to be more mad at Tristan. But also, I have heard, he was like, this is LA, and everybody talks about everybody. And everybody has the same cleaning people, like, laundry services, nail people, da-da-da. And those people don't listen to NDAs. And
Right.
Jordan and Tristan have been fooling around for like a month.
Dang.
He just outed
Damn.
everybody.
Girl. That's what he says a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
so
that's
he said
interesting.
that
What a
like the
thing to
whole
say.
town of Calabasas knows.
Well, then how the hell did Chloe not know?
I think
Well,
Or maybe
I mean-
she did.
I think Chloe just didn't want to know. And then now it's
Right.
public knowledge.
And now she's going, oh, yeah, I guess. Okay, that makes sense.
That makes more sense now.
Right.
Yeah, but apparently Jeffree's getting in all the real celebrity drama now. He knows
Good for
what's
him.
going
Good for
on.
him, yeah. He deserves it.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
was like,
great
and
guy.
this is the last I'm going to say about it, but they've been fooling around for a month.
That's the last he's going to say about it, huh?
Yeah. I wonder if Chloe's going to say anything about that.
Well, he tweeted at her, right? And was like, hey, shut the fuck up about this.
Yeah, he
and
was like,
how about
you learn how to co-parent?
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
and blame him instead of her and all this shit.
Yeah. But also was like, Jordan, you ain't innocent.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
That's
like, I don't
messed
want to,
up.
like, be on Jordan's side about this because she messed up. But, you know,
It's not
Tristan,
always black and white.
it's not.
You
We
know?
got gray area, dude.
Yeah. Gray area.
You know who we should ask about all this is the Rewired Soul. Like,
He would know.
he would know how.
He would diagnose all of that whole group of people.
And then say, hey, I can't diagnose people, but here's what's going on.
Sociopaths.
And I work in a mental health
all-
facility.
Sociopaths. Can't hit that video, the truth about
working.
and then it was like, not clickbait, man.
Clickbait.
It was just like the story about how I worked there.
Yeah,
wasn't the
how I got
truth.
the job or something.
Yeah.
What would we clickbait this?
I mean, I don't even think like
Khloe
that. And I need to
Kardashian is a sociopath.
is Khloe Kardashian a sociopath?
Right.
Because we don't want to get sued.
And like, I think that's a better, or is maybe we need to take the extra step and just start saying they are in the titles at least.
Right. But we probably could get in trouble for that.
That's fine. Bring it on.
Because when Trisha
Bring it
Paytas made the video saying Sean Vanderwilt, one of those things, is gay, that's when he like filed a lawsuit
Right.
against her.
Damn.
Because like that's defamation.
Do you think in the end that was a net loss for her or a net gain?
She ended up having to take the video down, so I don't know.
Small podcast sued by Khloe Kardashian. Wow. That's headlines, baby.
That's headlines. That's
We'd
headlines.
be famous.
Yeah.
Also, like,
And poor.
and
probably.
poor,
We're already
probably.
poor. So
Right.
Right. I just want a pair of Khloe Kardashian's jeans, so
like the one that she's worn.
yeah, and signed.
Yeah. Frame those bad boys.
Yeah. Maybe I can replace Jordan Woods as the
There's
model.
an opening.
There's an opening.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually saw a bunch of tweets of people like replying to Kylie saying like, "This is my application to be your next best friend,"
That's funny.
Nice.
and I thought that was super funny. Yeah, there are
Yeah.
a lot of memes about it.
That's good.
Some good stuff.
They'll work it out. Okay, crazy
Probably
kids.
not. She
they'll
had to
work
move
it
out.
She'll move back in. They'll work it out. Those crazy kids.
Damn.
crazy
That's
kids.
scandalous.
She just draped her legs over him.
Right.
He kissed
That
her.
was, yeah, if you watch the video with Jada Pinkett Smith, like Jada's like, so you didn't sleep with him, right? She's like, no. She's like, well, what were you doing that would like make people talk about that? And, like,
Draping.
think
I was
that? And
just
she was
draping.
Like, she was like, I didn't even go over to his house for him. Like, I just heard that there was an after party and I showed up and then I realized it was
Wow.
his house. And I was just sitting on the arm of his chair.
Wow.
I wasn't sitting
Sounds
on
like
his
a
lap.
whore.
Okay. Well, I mean, or does it?
I don't want her to be a whore, but it sounds like maybe.
Right. I hope for the best.
Yeah,
I hope for the best.
Did we do it?
I think we did.
Did we talk about all
Did
the
we
drama?
do the thing?
I think we did.
Wow.
Well, that's fantastic.
You're fantastic.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You're welcome. And you too, Courtney.
Thanks.
We're fantastic.
Am I? This is where you're supposed to be like, oh, like...
I said it collective. I said, oh, did you think I just meant
Yeah, I thought you just meant Courtney.
collective, all three. We're fantastic.
We're all
Are we the fantastic
fantastics.
four pennies over there?
Hey, Penny
Look
the
how
dog.
cute she looks right there.
She's so cute.
Penny, you're cute.
I know you can't see, but like she's so cute. Look
She's
at the
being
little
cute.
tail.
She's being cute.
Penny. Oh.
Hey, email. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to cut off your awes.
Wow. Penny's
Rude.
upset.
You can email us at comments@thecomments.below.com. We're on all the social medias.
All of them.
Get at us, hit us up, and until next week.
See you next Tuesday.
See you in the comments below.